Yeah, I just had a quick question. How far can we push milk yield before we start seeing a slip in health traits like daughter fertility and etc.?
Um, I do see there is a relationship, obviously, with something like daughter fertility and production. A cow can obviously eat only so much in a day, and what I've noticed out there is that when you get to you may have to change a little bit of your management style to accommodate, and I say that in a case of somebody like an alcove. There are alcoves out there, and I've seen it out at the home farm, and for us as well, as some of the alcoves put out so much production and so much milk and fat and protein kgs that some of them have taken 3 to 5 breedings. And if we maybe didn't try to get them pregnant as quick, it might have taken only 1 or 2, but it might be a little bit more days open just on the energy level that animal has. And it's not a shot at alcove at all. It's a reality that there's only so much bunk time in a day. And so I think if you are pushing the envelope, and I know, Mike, you really are somebody that has a higher level of milk than the average farm. If you're pushing the envelope, it might be good to also be comfortable with having it where your voluntary wait period is pushed back a little bit to maximize these persistent animals we're making it, and animals that just love to milk, love to put out kgs of fat and protein. So I think in some cases it is difficult to get those highest end animals to get pregnant as quick. So there is a relationship, and sometimes just looking on your side for outliers that maybe they're 105 for daughter fertility, but also 1,000 milk and 100 fat. Or it might be that you want 1,500 milk and 100 fat, or if you're looking at protein, it might be that, like we mentioned in Joy PP, where it's 80 protein with a lot of milk, and try to find something with also daughter fertility. So we can look for those outliers. They are harder, that relationship between production and daughter fertility. But I think if that's something that you want, that's where you challenge us to find the best daughter fertility with that milk and production level you're looking for.
On milk, certainly it's related to the body condition piece, but
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, like in order to get more milk, what some people will probably do, and maybe it's part of the protein conversation too, is to take the palm fat or the added fats out of the ration. And as soon as you do that, there is a potential to negatively affect repro as well. And that's one of the reasons why some farmers don't want to do that.
Yes, it's really important to be looking at the body condition score, because it's way harder for the animal to be pregnant, and be bred once they're losing the body condition score. And if you can maintain or wait a little bit until they are more stable, then the reproduction, it is better. It's also the transition period where you need to look at the dry off and then see if they're going to have a transition that it's good for the animals, where they can maintain and not have too fat as well, because then the body weight loss, it is more after.
Just an example, for bulls that are 1,500 milk and over 80 fat, sugar highs are leading daughter fertility at 102. And it shows that it's a difficult combination to get. Even alcove is one of the higher ones at 98 for daughter fertility, over 1,500 milk and 80 for fat. And Joy PP, we had mentioned, he's 97 for daughter fertility with 1,500 milk and 80 fat. It is traits that are difficult to get together. And I know earlier dripping was mentioned by Amanda as a protein sire. He's 101 with 1,500 milk and 80 fat. So it is a very good question. And it shows that it is a difficult thing to get as a combination together. But that's a good challenge for us to try to fulfill for you, Mike.